How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Moonlighter stream. It's the big episode 10 here. I've been teasing this for a little while. Been really excited about setting this up here. Sorry, I'm just kind of like, I'm a little bit rusty. Hey, first message. We already have someone messaging in the comments. Hey, Marty, how's it going as well? Sorry, I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't run a stream in a while. And, oh, there's my first fuck up. Is that I forgot to mute my desktop sound there for the live stream that's currently happening in the background. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this by the skin of my pants here. I got off of work, I got home, I made myself some quick dinner, quickly whipped this all up, so I'm kind of doing some last minute setup stuff. But hey, there's already some people hanging out, so that's great. Good seeing you guys. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a solid 3 weeks or something. I took a bit of a break from it. I tried to do a lot really close together, and I'm not too good at it yet, so it's a little bit exhausting to manage a stream, if I'm being honest. So I have a lot of respect for people who do it so often. It's 2 a.m. in the UK. It's only 7 p.m. where I'm at. I'll try and get things moving here, so you can at least hang out for some gameplay. Let me shut down a bunch of background shit that I'm not going to need. I think I got everything set up. I think it's all good. I think this is gonna be good. This is where we can start from. Oh, I fucked up. Okay, there we go. I haven't seen anything in the series yet. Someone fill me in. It's not really not a lot to fill in. It's not really a story game. I'm a little bit surprised you haven't seen any of it. This has been one of the most popular things to come out of the channel in quite a while. Basically, it's a dungeon crawler, so you can go down into the dungeons at the daytime, nighttime, whatever. You go and collect goodies, and then you can come back to your shop and sell them. And so it's kind of cool. You get to do a shop management as well as the dungeon crawling thing. So it's got two things that I really like in games, and they're really well done in this one in particular. Progress is kind of slow. It's a little bit of a grind, but it's fun. It's a fun grind. And since this is the beta, I can only mess around with the first dungeon in the game. It's the Golem Dungeon. Eventually there's going to be, I think, 4 or 5 dungeons altogether. I can only do the one. Been busy. You can enchant items, by the way, going to the lady that sells potions. Right. Someone might have mentioned that. Someone mentioned that in the comments. It might have been you. Sorry, off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly who it was. And I think enchantments actually only run. Hey, look at all this stuff I can break. I think enchantments are only an option at nighttime. So let me talk to her. Oh, where was something just came up? Right trigger. Oh, I just totally had missed this. Wow, two grand for a pretty significant boost there. That's not too bad. Plus seven health. I guess that would be health, not defense. So I feel like that would translate exactly to 127 health. So I think I'll skip that one. Plus 10 damage on the spear. That one's pretty good. Damn, why is the spear so good? I think I want to try and save my money though, because I think I want to get a big sword. One thing that I keep having troubles with is there's these one turret enemies. If you watch the series, I bitch about them all the time. And they are really hard to line up and attack properly with the spear. So if I have the big sword, you can do these big sweeping attacks. Actually, you know what? Before I commit to buying and upgrading a really good big sword, I think I have one back in the stash at my house here. I wouldn't mind giving that a test run. Pick that up, take that in, and see how well I manage with it. This big guy, doesn't it look big and badass and awesome? So I'm gonna take that with me. I might as well stick this in my stash. No point lugging that around. And I should definitely have these down in my inventory. They're not doing any good up top there. But yeah, I want to give this thing a whirl, because the bow and arrow hasn't worked out too well for me. It's hard to use. It's hard to actually hit things with. RT? I automatically associate RT with retweet. I feel like I'm missing the context here. The swords are weak. That's kind of what I've felt too. They aren't that strong, and I think they have a nice big wide attack range. I'm kind of just hoping I'm hoping that's gonna be true, that's gonna help me with the pots. Hey, Steroki, how you doing? Thanks for swinging by with your nice, actually lemon-colored Skype icon. That's weird. I just realized, why is their logo a lemon but then blue? Who decided that they liked the look of lemons but that they preferred the color blue? Peculiar. Something I've never questioned before. Hey, potion right off the bat. That's not so bad. I haven't actually played this since last time I recorded it. At least a week ago? Hey, what's with all these potions? That's like an abnormal amount of potions to find so close together. But anyways, there's some slight concerns of being a little bit out of practice. This is what the big sword's for. That's way better. That is so much easier to hit those things with, actually. That is a big help. I can't remember who recommended I try that out in the comments. Again, my apologies for not remembering where these good suggestions are coming from, but that's awesome. Because trying to line that shit up with this little stabby spear, it does way more damage and attacks way more quickly, but fuck does it ever make it hard to hit things. People new to the series, you can heal in those fountains there, but they have a limited capacity to which they can heal. So I'm full health, when I'm full health, I don't know if going in it would waste any of its healing ability. What the fuck is with all of these potions? Why am I finding so many potions? Is there gameplay yet? Yeah. Is anyone else seeing any weird anything with the stream here? Yeah, like I have the game all loaded up and everything. As far as I can tell, it's should be running fine and dandy. You might wanna, Marty, maybe you'll have to like close out of it and come back. I'm not sure. May the fiery lemon live forever. Well, it's got my vote. I want it to stick around. Maybe someday Skype will smarten up and they'll change their logo to also be a fiery lemon. Not just... Oh, fuck. Getting surrounded. The big sword's kind of good for, like, this crowd control stuff, too. Just getting things like this pushed out of the way. Oh, but they steal items, those little jerks. Yeah, maybe one day Skype will smarten up and realize that they need to make their logo more fiery and more yellow. One thing I'm realizing that I screwed up on, this is like not in the game, this is personal, is water. I forgot to fill up my water glass, so I'm probably gonna get very thirsty very quickly because it is 1,000,000 degrees in my apartment. And so give me 5-10 minutes tops and I'm gonna have to run and grab water. That'll just be like a minute. I'll just have to step away for a minute. It's been almost 10 minutes. Yeah, and you're not, are you seeing anything? Are you seeing face cam? What the fuck? Okay, I gotta not be looking at the chat so much. I was like, it's a room full of really easy enemies. I don't have to pay it that much mind, so I just didn't pay attention, and that's what happens. Yeah, are you seeing anything? Or is it just like a black screen with sound? Because there's definitely stuff going on. If that's the case, I would have to guess it's on your end. If no one else is seeing any issues here, in which case I guess just shut her down, boot her back up. See, hopefully that makes a difference. There you can see they had to show off the fountain. Oh damn it! I still gotta get closer to these guys. Luckily they don't have a ton of health. You can kind of catch things as they fall down in pits like that, but you know, you gotta be quick on it, so it's easy to miss them. Those iron bars aren't like the most valuable thing anyways. I'm trying to make sure I get the most out of this first level of the dungeon. Maybe that's not really that necessary in this game though. Like, I think the deeper down you go, the more likely you are to find rare things. But it gets harder. There's harder enemies. But don't worry, the longer I screw around up here, the more likely it is for this big goopy ghost to come chase me, and he fucks me up pretty much every time. You can kind of just run away from him. I don't think you can actually kill him, but he does a lot of damage, so I'd prefer to not have him on my tail, because he'll fuck me up. Let's see, comments, people about the stream. On my end, the stream is good, and I'm not gonna stick for much longer. It's 3:11 a.m. where I live. Man, I don't know, the studio Digital Suns that made this game, are they based in the UK? There seems to be like a significant amount of UKers who have been following the series. I'm just kind of curious, like if there's some sort of correlation there, whether maybe the channel just has like an abnormally high number of UK-based fans despite being a bunch of Canadians. Let me get caught up on the chat here a little bit. Damn, that's late. 2:12 here. All these people, all you guys, thank you. I personally love sleep, so you know, if it's unbearable and you're dropping, you know, you're laying in bed watching on your phone, you're like dropping your phone in your face, I'd recommend getting sleep. As someone who hasn't had a ton of sleep the last little while, and as much as I appreciate you being around here, it'll be archived. You can always watch it later if you want. As much as I like hanging out with you live, I totally understand if people need to go get some rest. Go to the second level before the green thing gets to you. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm out of here. Down to the second level where I have a little bit more time now before the green guy comes after me. I don't know what the time window is before that fucking thing starts chasing me down. I don't think there's any real indications. You just kind of have to have a feel for it. I tried to time it out one time. I think it's 5 or 6 minutes, something like that. It gives you a pretty substantial amount of time. It's hard to clear out the entire first level of the dungeon in that time, so that gives you some sense that it does take a little bit. It's like a pretty fair amount of time it gives you before that guy shows up. I used to always ditch like not picking up those little jelly drops. I didn't think they mattered, but you can make cheap potions with them, so I like getting them now. I'm from Serbia. Cool. I like getting a sense of like how international the audience is. Sleep is for the weak. I always thought so until I started getting full like 7 to 8 hours sleeps on a more regular basis. Pretty fucking fantastic. You feel better, your productivity's better. It's great. It's a pretty wonderful thing. So I'm an advocate of the sleep. It's 12 a.m. Hey, I'm from California. I can stay till 4. Man, that's your call. Thank you. That's you're a brave soldier. What the shit is that? That looks like a weird yellow lung or heart. Okay, was there some sort of update to the game that made potions drop more often? They were so hard to find for so long. Now I find them everywhere. Crystal rock. That's got to be worth money. For people who are new to this, who haven't seen the merchant side of things, I have like a whole journal here where you can keep track of what things sell for. There's that underneath the 375 there, under the selling and reactions. That's like the good face. That's what you're aiming for. Let me see if I can get a quick example here of something else. Of course it's going to be suddenly incredibly hard for me to find anything that I'm looking for here. Just any random item. It doesn't matter. I don't care. The jelly. I tried to sell it for $7. Way too expensive. People don't want to buy it. $3 is more reasonable. Something like this, I've never had it before, and so I don't know what it's worth. And so because of that, up here on your person are things that you get to keep when you die. All the stuff in the bag, if you die in the dungeon, you drop all that stuff, and so anything valuable you want to scoot up to the top there. So that's one thing I'm going to hang on to. You should play Overwatch. For people who follow the channel more regularly and know ins and outs of it a little bit more, Kirk, and maybe Ryan, I think, who hasn't been around for a long time. He's in a different city these days. Kirk is a huge Overwatch fan, and he was trying to get me into it. I still haven't tried it. I have nothing against it. I liked playing Team Fortress back in the day. I love Blizzard games. I got nothing against Overwatch. Might come around to it someday. It seems very much like a streamer game. Since I don't stream that often, I feel like it would be kind of lost on me. Maybe I'll play it personally, but not on the channel. Who knows? No promises one way or the other. An easy way to get loot is to run past all the enemies if the door is open and find the next level, and then look for chests. That is a pretty good strategy. I kind of like the killing, but I guess you don't like get experience. You don't get a lot out of killing. I guess enemies drop things, but chests and stuff are where the best loot is, that's for sure. Who do you main? Oh, you guys are talking Overwatch. I'm wearing Overwatch merch right now. That's right on. Widowmaker, Tracer, Rain, Winston. I've seen so much content and stuff on about Overwatch that I feel like I like know these characters. I can picture them and everything. I just like don't know much more about it than that. Ooh, shit got kind of laggy there for a second. Oh fuck, no, fuck all, everything that was, I just got really mangled there. The game like slowed down for a second. It was partially my fault, I was being stupid, but I also just got kind of fucked up there. Is Bastion one of the characters in Overwatch? It just immediately makes me think of Bastion, the video game. Hey, Zervis, how you doing, Josh? Doing well. Good to have you here. Fucking everyone plays Overwatch. I feel like this isn't a conclusion I've reached just now. I do feel like I've kind of missed out on it some. It does seem like a cool game. Someday, it's definitely up there on my things to try. I just fear how into it I might get. I tend to get really sucked into games. Less so these days than I used to, because just with managing the channel, it's a lot easier to scratch the itch of playing different games and stuff. But I used to be really, really bad. Holy shit, did like a dagger or something drop? Oh, I gotta get out of here where all the slimes are. This is like a new weapon. Oh, sword and shield. It's like the starter item in the game, basically. It's pretty valuable though. This is like feet or something, right? I can't stick a potion here? Damn. Yeah, I'm sticking that up in my inventory. They're valuable. I think they sell for like 2 or 3 grand or something like that. Currently not playing Overwatch. Oh man, I missed a bunch of stuff. Almost all the heroes. Oh, all the most obnoxious heroes. I'm really excited for Moonlighter. But good. You're in the right place then. To kill the jelly spawners, you need to activate the traps, and then they pop up. Oh, you can kill the jelly spawners. I did not know that you could. So, when's this game gonna have its full release? I'm so hyped for it. Good question. I don't know if they have an exact full release lined up. Is this game on the computer, but you're using a controller? Yes. Yeah. It's my lovely pink controller. It was cheap. It's a very affordable, very good controller considering it was like 20 bucks or something. This one actually I think I got on sale. It was like 10 bucks, which is awesome. Served me well. It is currently a computer game, and I think it will be first and foremost, but it's definitely, there are plans to bring it to like Xbox and PlayStation at the very least, possibly other consoles. I don't know the full extent of the release plans, but I do know you can expect to see it in other forms down the line. But for now, PC only. Oh, this would be a good time to have a bow and arrow. Oh, hey, you got that reach on there. And that's why you keep the spear around, is to have a good reach. Awesome. Don't want him dropping all that stuff somewhere I can't get it. Finally get to loot a chest as well. Fuck, I'm gonna... He like takes a step forward every time he stabs. I'm gonna fall right in that hole doing that. Alright, I better do some inventory management. Let's see, here's where some interesting stuff comes into play. When going to town, this item will transform another item into itself. I think fabric is somewhat valuable, so I'm gonna stick it next to these, and it'll turn all 10 of them into it. When going to town, it will transform another item into itself. That is another thing that is actually very valuable, so let me get that lined up to something less valuable. And, oh wait, they aren't always, oh, fucker. Alright, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen sooner or later. I wasn't really excited for it to happen right this second. Fuck. Okay, we're in the danger zone now, people. High risk of actually just dying. I hate running from this thing. Okay, got to kill the flying death orb. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get caught up on the chat in a moment when I'm not running for my life from the Baba Goop, as I have not so affectionately named him. I don't know his actual name. Oh, fuck that. Come on, come down from stupid floaty disc thing. Yeah. Finally. Oh god. Okay. I think I'm gonna bail. I'm just straight up gonna bail. I wasted too much time in this part of the game. Fuck. Alright, I gotta get away from him. I gotta put some distance between us. Might as well pick up a crystal on the way, because he can't be in the same room as me, or else I won't be able to teleport. I also can't pull up the thing where when there's enemies in the room. Alright, I'm doing the cheap one. The one that, if you do the more expensive one, it creates a portal that you can come back to this same floor of the dungeon. I'm only on the second floor. I don't have a ton of money. I'm taking the one that lets me go to town. You can see down below there, now I have, on that bottom row of my inventory, now I have those 10 fabric and those 10, I think they're called golden ruins. And that stuff's really valuable, so I really wanted to get away with that rather than dying. I can get it caught up on the chat now. By the way, the orange thing is only worth like 20 or 50. Oh, I wish it would, damn. I was hoping it would be worth more, but hey, at least it's something new. I was just excited about something new. PC's crap for Overwatch. Hey, Moonlighter runs like a breeze. It's a very well optimized game. My computer's been having some issues lately, and if a game is like remotely unoptimized, then I have to like adjust a bunch of settings to kind of like scoot it down a little. I'm looking into it because it's become increasingly frustrating. Probably not a concern with this game. I'm the kid that broke 6 iPads. Remember me? Wait, was that you? Are you imitating? Right, yeah. I recognized your name, and for some reason there was like a mental disassociation there. I guess that's just what 3 weeks of not streaming does. Because right away I was like, hey, Marty's here. And for some reason I didn't remember that. I'm an Xbox player and really want to play this game. Unfortunately, it might be like a tiny bit longer of a wait in that case, but that will be a thing. It will be on Xbox. Xbox One at least. People probably don't support like 360 anymore, right? They don't like release games for it anymore. This is like the Binding of Isaac. I can see the similarities. Feels that way a little bit. Some of the inventory management and the shop stuff will feel a lot less Isaac-y. The running around in the dungeon feels a little bit like Isaac. The rest of the game, not much. Okay, I'm a little late on reading the run, but I took the advice without actually having to read it. I heard Moonlighter is going to be released around the end of the year. It's been a while since I've looked into that. That could very well be true. Can't comment on it one way or the other. It's in the beta right now, and alpha always comes after beta, but it's beta comes after alpha, so it's at least that far along. But this is like the backer beta, people who supported like the Kickstarter. So maybe that comes proper beta. I have no idea. Oh hi, he says. Well, he licks his arm. Me? Did I lick my arm? I don't remember licking my arm. I play on console for Overwatch, but I want to swap over to PC. My old roommate actually played a shitload of it on console, and I always wanted to test it out. I was like, oh cool, he's playing it all the time anyways, I might as well get in there and like try it out for myself. But because of his job, and generally just because he's like a night owl, he would always be playing it at like 4 in the morning. And most of the time, because of my work, like I used to consider myself a night owl, but not even close to that guy. But because of my work, I just could never be up that late. I probably should have just someday. He always kept his console in his room too, so I could never just like walk in and try it. So it was kind of weird that way. Yeah, I kind of regret though that I didn't give it a little bit of a try around that time to give it a go. I'm pretty sure these armor things are worth quite a bit. I'm gonna try and set the price pretty high to begin with. Let's see. I want to pause the game because I don't know if the game clock is running when I have that inventory open. I also gotta go run and grab some water, but I'll read some chat first. If you play Overwatch and enjoy it, then if you do record it and post it on YouTube, it will probably bring a lot more views to the channel as it's such a trending game right now. Yeah, but it's also the sort of thing where there's like 18 million people playing it right now. And so it's next to impossible to rank, like bring in new viewers for it. It can happen. Live streaming, it's probably a good way to do that. It's daunting. You don't want to get sucked down a tunnel of like you know, it's pretty common for people to come, like, really, for example, with Moonlighter, it's pretty common to bring a wave of people in for a particular series, and then that series, like, trails off on the channel, and then you have a bunch of people who, like, a handful transition, and they'll try watching other things. A lot of people are like, I just really wanted to watch Moonlighter. That's, like, a big concern with Overwatch, is if you rake in, like, a bunch of Overwatch viewers, and then I decide I, like, lose interest in the game. So that's always, like, a daunting thing. But the main thing is that it's just such a overdone game that it's just hard to get recognition for it anyways. So it might help, it might not. YouTube's a coin flip in a lot of ways. There's a lot you can do to help tip it in your favor, but at the end of the day, it can be pretty random. Like, look at Muzelk? Muzelk. He gained over 1 million subscribers just because of Overwatch. That's ridiculous. But he must be like an Overwatch only kind of guy, right? He must like only do Overwatch. No, you didn't lick your arm. I just made it up. I see. I like this channel when it's small. It does make the streams nice for like chatting and hanging out and stuff. I will say it makes it harder to make the time for the channel, which is unfortunate. I have yet to, like, I feel like I've kept up a good amount of time investment in the channel for what I'm comfortable with and everything. If it were ever bigger, then absolutely I would, like, double down and put more time into it. That'd be awesome. So there's kind of that trade-off there. Things are a nice, comfortable, little, like, small cul-de-sac neighborhood feel. But at the same time, it also means I can't give it the full attention all the time that I want to. I would stream more often, upload more often if it were an option. Yeah, first I watched the channel mainly because of Riddle School, and I just stuck around afterwards. Boom! You're one of those, you're one of the few who makes the transition. I know I've done the same thing. I've gotten really interested in one specific, like, stream of content from a creator. You go hang out on their channel, watch that sort of stuff, and then they move on, you move on. It happens. I have no ill will. You can actually interact with people in the streams. Yeah, it makes streams really fun for that exact reason. I found this channel because of Moonlighter. Boom! There's one of these people, and luckily, this series is probably sticking around for a while because I'm having a lot of fun with it. And eventually, like, we're still in the first dungeon. Pretty soon, or somewhere down the line, they're gonna open up the rest of the game. There'll be endless content. We already have, like, whatever it is, 4 or 5 hours of content based on the first dungeon. Boom, they're gonna open like 4 more dungeons. So luckily for you and other Moonlighter fans, it's probably sticking around for a while. I live in a cul-de-sac. I never have. I have lots of friends who have. I personally never have. I found the channel looking for Moonlighter because I saw Mr. Fruit Gaming play it and discovered him looking for Overwatch. That's a really funny, like, circular thing of a lot of what we've been talking about. I gotta grab some water though. I'm dying. There's no water and it's so hot in here, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully wasn't too long. I know it wasn't that long, but I don't know. I don't know how patient you guys are feeling tonight. Maybe that would be excessive. I chugged a glass of water. I filled up a glass of water. Then I fished a nice cold beer out of the fridge because my tap water is just so not cold, and I really need something cold to drink right now. Welcome to the No Friends Squad. Yeah, well, we got each other, right? We can chill in the chat and keep each other company. Oh, hiccups from chugging that glass of water too aggressively. Hashtag No Friend Squad. Perfect. That's a great hashtag to unify the group. Well, I've yet to find. Oh wait, 350. All right, for people who are new to the merchant side of things here, you can see I haven't found the price that people are like, they feel good about it, like they didn't feel like they got ripped off, or they also aren't ripping me off. So I haven't found that happy price for this item yet, but because it's popular in that ranking just below the little happy face ranking system there, it says it's popular, and when an item's popular, they're willing to like suck it up and get ripped off a little bit. So 350 is a good, like, they'll pay that price. I actually am not gonna sell all of these right now. I'm gonna go ahead and sell most of them. I'm gonna hang on to some of them because I don't know if they're useful for crafting or anything like that. Oh, come on. Whatever. There we go. Good enough. Something got a little fucked up there. Whoa. I definitely just glitched out the game because all of a sudden I just found a glitch. Now all of a sudden I have to try and fuck around with this a little bit and see if I can maybe just create freebies. If I just do weird shit like this and then fuck around with it a little bit, and I have no idea what I'm doing right now, but I somehow ended up with more of these. No, didn't work that time. Fuck. Alright, back into the inventory you go. But did you see that? I accidentally spawned some of this. I was trying to sell 8 of them, and all of a sudden I ended up with like 10 or 11 of them. That's a weird glitch. I have no idea how I did that. I'm pretty pumped about that. Oh, 350. Oh, I was selling that for the... I almost sold those for the wrong amount anyways. Because it automatically does the math for me. It's like setting the price for that, but based on that price, not the 350 price. Someone do the quick math. 350 times 8, 2400, 29. If I'm selling 8 of them, I gotta sell it for 29. Oh, you stupid bastard. I know you're capable of stacking 10. Oh, you know what the glitch is and what all this is? Is that this is some items stack as 10, some stack as 5. This one was never meant to stack as 10. It only did because I had the special item that allowed that to happen. That explains it. There we go. That's why I can't sell all that in my shop. Oh, and that one just turned to 0 when I moved it back to... you stupid game. You scammed me. Now I have less than I had. I had 11 of these. Fuck. Alright, so I had a glitch in my favor, and now a glitch against me. This sucks. Anyone here watch Rick and Morty? Yeah. New season, new episode tonight. Very excited for that. Well, that's why the game's still in beta. Yeah, there you go. The fiery lemon. More like hashtag lemon grab. The world's best character. 1750 so I gotta sell this at. I hope that my math checks out there. I not very often I stretch my math muscles midstream like this. Not a lot of need to do that very often. Fabric's probably not worth a whole lot. Let's check it up for a random amount, see what it may or may not be worth. And this, fuck, I can't, stupid. No, that's not what I wanted. You can see it auto sets prices once you've found like a comfortable amount that this sells for. 150 is a good price for it. It auto sets that for me. Let's actually open up the shop now. Now that I've screwed around with things enough and tried to mess around with glitches. This was something from a much earlier episode, like episode 3 or whatever. There's Link. Link is in the game. Like old man Link. But that's pretty cool, right? You can see his like Hyrule shield. He's got the Master Sword. Got a big beard and everything. Shit, that guy was way too jazzed about that fabric price. I guess I could have sold that for better. What did he just buy? The foundry rests. I wasn't keeping a very close eye on my wares there. Buy it. Yeah. Now, I gotta have someone look at the sword and shield here so I can know if that's a good price or not. No, he did not like that price. 2,000 is probably, I'll go 2,000. Someone said the energy crystals were worth like 20 to 50, so I'll try and chuck them up there for. I'm trying to price this like that's the price they're gonna pay for 2 of them, right? So it's like 35. Could make a bootleg Skype, call it Fiery Lemon. Love Adventure Time. Oh, I'm way behind on Adventure Time. I haven't watched that in quite a while. First glitching the game for your own gain and now getting rid of it again. Yeah, I mean, karma, I guess, right? It had to work both ways. Had to balance that out. Planet Coaster, I've heard good things. I used to like Roller Coaster Tycoon back in the day, back when it was like a cereal box game. That was pretty rad. Yeah, I don't know. Planet Coaster, I don't know if I kind of moved away from that type of game. Like if I would still enjoy it as much. Maybe. I swear you had an episode of the series called Old Man Link. Yeah, I definitely did. It was like, that was like a big exciting moment for me, and I wanted to advertise it in the titles. That was definitely a thing that I did. Oh yeah, they're gonna buy the Sword and Shield. I was kind of, it's one of those like sleazy things that you do now and again when you're running the YouTube show, that you try to see if maybe you can rope a few viewers in. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. You just try and see if you can throw something somewhat a little bit clickbaity in the title and see if maybe people are willing to come watch it. I don't know. It probably kind of did its job. Fuck. Alright, I gotta go put more stuff back up for sale. I'm too busy messing around in my inventory over there. Let's just quick place a few of these things and try and generate some sales here. They like that price quite a bit. Alright. Nope, way too high. 230. Yeah, I try not to veer clickbaity on the channel or anything, but now and again you experiment a little. Oh, they tried to buy it and they threw it on the floor because I wasn't there to actually make the sale. I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me. I guess you want to be an attentive salesman. Oh, they still, who knew fabrics were so valuable? There's fabric everywhere. Are people not like the fabrics that they have? Like, what's up with that? What did I set this at? It was like 70 before. Hey, did I get to find out? Oh, you actually have to make the sale to find out. Shit. I'm trying to manage too many things at once here. Fuck. Stupid. You hit the over button one too many times. It skips across the whole screen. I just want to make sure I get a price set for that. And you can sell those as well, sure. I should make sure that that's like a reasonable price for that. Yeah, people like that price. Okay, I'm just trying to rack up as much money as I can here. And you're welcome, Strokey. And cheeky bit of clickbait. Yeah, I try to veer away from it. I don't want to do it too often. You can get way more blatant with it and way more obnoxious with it, but I don't like doing it. I like feel bad when I do it, even when I do it like in a much less sleazy way, you know? I don't want to be dishonest, and I also don't want to become that type of channel where people think I'm going to be a big screaming at the top of my lung lolzors. I don't know. It puts across a particular image that I understand has a place. I just know that I don't have the energy to be like a big loud Jacksepticeye, so you don't want to advertise that to people, you know? You don't want people to think that's the case when you know you can't deliver on it. That makes sense? Hopefully people get that. I'm sure they do. You guys are a bunch of smart cookies. This has been a pretty good day of sales. I racked up like 7 grand or something. Ah, oh, damn it. Oh, well, okay, whatever. Whatever. That was still quite a bit of sales. Over 9,000 total. So, there we go. There's that. You guys are talking about doing backflips on the trampoline. I can never do backflips. Stressed Graeme is funniest Graeme. Oh, it gets so fucking frantic. This game has been like not bad about stressing me out. Well, I don't know, when I get chased down by the goop monster, that can be very stressful. That's like the first time I feel like I've gotten really stressed doing the sales part of things. Usually that's pretty chill, but usually that's because when I'm recording the sales sections of the game, I'm doing it very casually, knowing that like I can spend the time analyzing the prices, sorting things around, really managing it. This is the first time I've tried to like read a stream and talk over it and manage it all at the same time. Much more difficult to do. Starts resulting in frantic situations. And yes, stressed Graeme. Remember the laser tunnel from the last stream? Yeah, That is a prime example of real stress. That shit was the fucking worst. I was losing my mind. Pretty cool to see you featured in Flicks and Chill. Yes. How you doing, by the way, Six? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, that was super dope. That was I was so pumped about that. It's like a small little indie game and stuff, but that's awesome. A lot of people play that game. And we also, whoops. There we go. We had a lot of fun playing the first one and having a lot of laughs at it and stuff. And it was kind of funny going into the second one expecting to like have a bunch, like make a big joke out of it again. The writing and everything in that game really matured a lot. We were kind of not expecting how like serious the game got. And so I think it's overall a much better game, that sequel, Flicks and Chill 2. But it was still so fun. Recording that series is like, Flicks and Chill 1 and 2 has been two of the most fun things to record on the channel. It's way up there, at least. You should title a video, oh my god, $500 fidget spinner versus $1,000 Yeezys in Moonlighter? I don't know what, like Yeezys, like Kanye? Do people still, I guess, like or dislike him? Kanye is something that people like to click on. Sprinkle some dabs in there. Usually in Moonlighter I don't have face cam because there's just a lot going on screen. I think I remember the first day that I recorded it. I just got back from like camping or something. I had like a sunburn and was just like so exhausted. So I was like, people don't want to see my bright red face and punched out eyes. Like, I was excited to record the game, so I feel like the commentary didn't suffer, but I was like, people don't want to fucking look at my face. There's plenty going on screen here, so I left out face cam, and then it feels weird to introduce face cam partway in, except for streams. Streams are a little bit different. But long story, what I'm trying to get at here is that you guys might not realize it because there's no face on camera for most of when I'm recording Moonlighter, but I'm actually dabbing continuously. Pretty much every monster kill. I'm not doing it right now because I got other things on my mind. I'm worried about managing the stream and things like that. But no, when I'm just playing normal recording for the channel, yeah, just continuous dabs. For every little thing. Micro dabs. Just all over the place. It's just how I get excited. Oh, I forgot to deposit all this shit in my inventory. Fucking, that means everything that I took down here on accident, I'm gonna lose if I die. Now I have to be so careful. I wasn't really thinking through this. I just went straight down to the dungeon again. That was such a terrible idea. I should have dropped this stuff off. I should have went and like talked to the blacksmith and stuff probably. Fuck. My favorite video is still the bot colony video. Oh, that's good. I know you had commented saying that you liked the video. Good to hear it's a favorite, because it was actually I want to say fun to record, but it was actually mind-numbing to record. And so I really wanted people to like the video so I could feel like my pain was worth something. Fuck that game, fuck that video. It was funny to record and put together, but I'm never fucking playing that game again. And it's so ridiculous to think that that was their big improved engine, that was like an improvement over whatever they had before, and it just sucked. It was still so unbearably useless. God, that video was fun. It was fun to make. And I cut a lot because I played that shit for 40, 50 minutes, something like that, and it was like, no one wants, like, it was a very steady progression of losing my mind. I was like, no one wants to see the build-up. I'll sprinkle in some of the build-up and get right to the point where my psyche broke and I actually am losing my shit. So know that was a long, drawn-out, painful process. Maybe that will add to your enjoyment of the video. I even tried to push that one. I don't like peddle videos outside of other videos. Like, I don't end a video by saying, hey, by the way, you guys should go check out Bot Colony. But at the end of that blog that I did really recently after, I definitely tried to push people to it because I was like, this game is hilarious. I want people to go watch it. Oh, Marty, I forgot That was a thing that we had going at the end of the last stream. He eats his shoes and he poops. This never happened? You've never pooped? I think you might need to see a doctor. Your bowels are probably very impacted. Shout out to Faux Coaster Rider Bob. Don't know him. Roses are pretty. Haters are shitty. Ditto is litty. England is my city. Ditto the Pokemon? You a big fan of Ditto the Pokemon? I thought the stream started at 1 a.m. UK time, so I stayed awake by playing Shell Shock Live. Oh shit, is that the game that's like Pocket Tanks? I just kind of like... or like Worms. Worms, I guess. Pocket Tanks is a much older game that was really popular when I was like pretty young. Then came to YouTube, came to watch this. Yeah, sorry about that. I would have done it sooner. Stupid work. So I waited and played Color Switch. Well, I'm glad you were able to keep yourself busy, but I understand, man, if you're like fading here. If it's getting like it's like almost 3 in the morning. That even adds more to the enjoyment of the video. Now I'm gonna watch it again just to witness the suffering again. Oh, that shit. Yeah, that I thought I had more to say about that. Nope, that's about the gist of it. That game was fucked. It was also, it was just like a nightmare to record. The game was just uncooperative. It like crashed on me a couple times, so I had to edit around that. There was that airport scenario that I record and that there's actually a video on. That was the second scenario I did. I did 15-20 minutes of an entirely different scenario where you like are recreating a crime scene from like of trying to analyze how someone broke into a house or something fucking dumb. It was like, it was just so uninteresting, and it was like stupid, and I don't know what else to say about it. It sucked, and it wasn't interesting. It'll transform another item into itself. Oh yeah, it transforms one right of it. Yeah, so that entire scenario that I recorded for Bot Colony just got cut. Because I was like, this is stupid, and I don't want to make people watch this. Because there was just nothing to get out of it. It actually worked even less well than the airport one that the video did end up being about. So there's 20 minutes of this stupid thing that just got cut altogether, and then 30 to 40 minutes of this other thing that the video ended up actually being about. Pokemon fucking Go! I haven't played Pokemon since Pokemon Go since last summer. It's really hard in Canada. Oh, that's not true. There was one day where I had a bit of time to kill, so I just went on a walk for like an hour and played a little bit of it because I wanted to see the new generation of Pokemon that they had added like outside of the original 150. So I was curious checking that out. So I did play a little bit of it this summer. But Canada, especially where I live in Canada, relatively far north, is just not good for Pokemon Go because there's such a limited window of time you can actually play it in. Fuck, I'm gonna run out of time. That thing's gonna show up. When going to town, items will destroy. This will destroy nearby items. Probably not gonna hang on to that. When placed, removes near item effect. Oh, that will work out well. Check out this. Fuck. Oh, that's so goddamn annoying. What did I do? Fucker. Alright, I hate when I hit the wrong button. Alright, let's see if I can fix this. Must fix. Holy shit. I'm getting frantic here. Here's stressed. Stressed, Graeme. I removed the effect. What does this do? Removes near item effect. Good enough. Fuck! That's what I was fucking worried was gonna happen. No! No, this is a terrible level layout for this. No, fuck no. I have to kill everything on this tiny little island without this fucking thing killing me. Oh, that's so... Oh, fuck off with that. Fuck. That's all I gotta say about that. I kept most of the valuable stuff up top, but I lost a lot of other valuable stuff. Fuck, that was just stupid. That was just too much sticking around. Yeah, you can't play Pokemon Go in Canada because of winter, so it just sucks. Roblox. Never really played Roblox. Sucks to hear about the Adobe killing off Flash. I am pretty bummed about that. It'll still be a really good tool for doing art in. It just means Flash games aren't really going to be a thing anymore. Tom Fulp was tweeting about it one day, and people were asking him questions, and he said there's like him and some other prominent people from like well-known Flash game portals and stuff who are doing some behind-the-scenes work to try and come up with like Java solutions. What button did I just hit? Did I hit go to town or redo the thing? I hit it on accident. No, I kind of wanted to just redo the dungeon. I guess I'm going to town. I guess that's what I'm doing. Yeah, they're trying to work on solutions that, without the support of Flash, Swift files, which SWFs, which are what Flash games are, that they'll still be able to run. So I'm hoping they figure that out, because that'll be awesome. They're hoping by 2020 that they'll have their solution figured out, so I'm not too worried about it. What is your favorite game that was released this year? Ooh, that's a tough one. Fuck off! Buying my water jugs for super cheap, affordable prices. Possibly Dead Cells was pretty huge. What else has made a big impact? Low Road has been cool. That's probably like the best new point and click game I've played in a long while, so that's pretty exciting. I feel like I can only think of things that I'm currently playing, unfortunately. Like The Dark Side Detective, I've actually only played and recorded one episode of it so far, so I can't say it's like a top favorite game or anything. But if the game holds up, like if the rest of the game is as good and funny as that first like episode of it is, that game's gonna rank pretty high on my list, because holy shit, it's so funny. That game's been really awesome. I would recommend checking that one out for sure. It's so hard. I can only think of things that I'm like currently playing, right? Fuck. I missed a bunch of sales that people were trying to make there. We'll just get back down here and chuck a bunch of shit up for sale. That's 150 each. Wait, what am I selling these for? 300 each? Yeah. We'll get that up to match there. I'm trying to make money right now. I want to go buy things. That's the kind of money that I want. Fucking A. That's the kind of money I'm looking for. Play Pokemon Gold on a Game Boy Color you bought on the internet. That's sweet. Did you? I don't think I've ever played Heart Gold or Soul Silver. I imagine they're similar, but that shit's dope. That's I don't think I could specifically say I have like a favorite Pokemon game, because the series is so damn good at building on itself and improving, but the games are all fun, like right from the very first one. It makes me so wishful that we could get the Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge back up and running on the channel. It hurts my heart that it kind of fell away, but it was really hard to record those. It just was hard to make the time for it. Which I say that, and the same 4 people who were doing the Nuzlocke challenge together we've recorded quite a bit together since then. But that's just because there's so many new games we want to check out, and the channel's trying to focus more on new games these days. I still am hopeful that someday the Nuzlocke challenge makes a big triumphant return. I wouldn't rule it out. Wouldn't rule out that could happen. Everyone get out of my shop. That's, whatever, I'll put this up for sale. Other than that, I've sold enough things for the day, I think. My iPad's about to die. Oh, yeah, you go do what you gotta do with that. See you on the other side. For now, you can turn Flash games in EXE, though. How do you do that? Do I need, like, can you do that in Flash, or do you need some sort of extra plugin, or, like, an extra piece of software is what I'm getting at? Is that something you need? I'm assuming you played the original Pokemon Red Blue. Yeah. When did it come out? 96, 97, something like that? I would have got Pokemon Blue when I was like 5 years old. And I think I got it for my birthday. But my parents were like, oh, I don't want these stupid kids fighting over this shit. So my brother got Red the same time I got Blue. Man, I put like 1,000 hours in that game, probably more. What starter did you choose? Squirtle, like 99% of the time, and then he would choose Charmander. And if you didn't play it then, What do you think looks the coolest? What, OBE? I'm sorry, I think I missed the Which one do you think looks the coolest? Like, which game or which starter? And what's up? Possibly? Is that like a reference to super positive? How's it going, man? We got Boss Room in the channel. New up-and-coming YouTubers. I would definitely recommend you guys check that shit out. You can, I don't know, open it up in a different tab or abandon this altogether. You don't have to stick around this in case you're sick of me. But no, they've only been around for like a month, but they're doing all kinds of streams and stuff. Got all kinds of series on the go. Very similar to like the Two Left Thumbs videos we do, like a two-person commentary style thing. So they're fun guys. You guys should go check them out. A nice plug for you over there. Presumably Paul, because I'm pretty sure Paul is the one who normally manages the channel. I think I'm going to do the enchantment on the big sword. I've kind of been building up to that a little bit. Damn, I made more money that day in the shop than I even thought that I did. Yeah, just do it. Let's go ahead and... Wait, did that not... Oh, I accidentally hit no. I was looking at the wrong part of the screen. There, confirmed. Enchanted big sword. Oh. Although I may have just made a mistake. That might have been very stupid of me, because I think I should have went to the blacksmith first and upgraded it. And I don't know... Shit, I don't know if I upgrade it, if it'll lose its enchantment or not. Oh, so it's got plus. So, let's see now if I upgrade at the blacksmith, if it'll be whatever I upgrade it to and still keep the plus on there. I'm hoping. Squirtle's my boy. Yeah, I agree with you on that. It is the best. This is Paul. Yeah. I joined in on a Boss Room stream where they were doing some Mario Kart. I fired it up and tried to play alongside them. I thought it'd be fun to stroll in, all hot shit, and win a couple matches. I think I got first place in one, and then got like last or second last place, like 6 races in a row. Pretty embarrassing, pretty terrible. Oh, whoops, I meant to go to the blacksmith. Allow me to just tumble my way across town, the most fun way to travel. Not necessarily the most efficient, but the most fun. What do I get? I can only get the one. So I guess I'm getting the Buster Big Sword. Oh, it slows you down. Oh, well, I basically only busted out for the big crowd control and to kill those pots. So let's do it, because I don't think I can't afford to do the spear or anything like that. I think I already have the warrior spear, don't I? I already have that one. I feel like there should be some sort of way of indicating no need to buy this, you are literally already holding it. That would be helpful. I haven't even found those two things. I don't know what the 2 crafting materials are I'm missing there. Weird that you use vines to craft the big sword, but whatever. Plus 15 damage compared to the normal one, so yeah, that's alrighty. Give that a quick upgrade. And it's just a Buster Big Sword. It's not a Buster Big Sword plus. So I screwed that up a little bit. I shouldn't have done the enchanting when I did. So that's a bit of a bummer to find out. Maybe the next night I'll go and do another upgrade then. Let's see, what else should I be working towards here? I have the Iron Chest Plate 4. That's this guy here. It's really, really expensive to upgrade that. Might not bother. 4 grand and 1 foundry rest. Well, I'm just 1 foundry rest away from being able to get the helmet. That's probably a good thing to work towards. And gloves? They're a weapon. They're not armor. What am I missing here then? Because there's clearly a spot for the helmet and the armor and a potion. What goes here? I have no idea. I don't know. Also, I can't remember if it was you that thought that sleeping got rid of the portal, but it doesn't. That was me. It's exiting, then reopening the game that does that. Shit, I could have sworn that happened to me within a specific episode. Now I can't remember. You know what? I think I must have recorded those 2 episodes in 2 different sessions and screwed that up. That was probably me. Is this live stream going to be uploaded to YouTube later? Yeah, definitely. It's all going to be archived. I never don't archive streams. I just kind of, I don't know. Especially you can see because I like title it like episode 10 or whatever. I treat it like it's part of the actual series. Yeah, this will definitely be archived. So if you can't stick around for it for now, which I don't know, I'm not sure how long I'm planning to play for. Then you can always tune into it later, of course. You can buy boots by going down, under what? I gotta go look at this. You're blowing my mind here. I have to see for myself. Somehow I just never. Fantastic. Hey, there's a little down arrow. All right. Do any other ones have that? No, they don't. I hope that $2 was fucking worth it, Paul. And what do you know? Boots. What do you know? All right. I guess I gotta save up teeth and foundry. In my eyes, Paul, that is it's beyond worth it. That is the best $2 you ever could have spent. You could go spend $2 on a coffee, or a bunch of like 45-cent candies, or it's not a lot that $2 can get you. A pop, a nice bottle of Coke, or you can yell butts in a live stream, and I believe you made the right choice. Unfortunately, because of the way that my stupid stream thing is set up, I think it's not gonna show up, because super chats are treated differently than the thing that's displayed on the screen. Because I'm so excited about having butts yelled at me, I'm gonna go look into seeing if I can like cheat the system. Where is it? Let me see here. I know there's a way that I can add that in, because there's like the recent donator thing there, right? I'm trying to see if I can program that in. I know there is a way I can do it. Shit. Stream. Oh, I think I know. This is worth it. Believe me, this whole song and dance I'm going through, this is going to be worth it. Worth it for me, at least. I want to make you feel like those $2 were as worth it as they could possibly be. This is taking me longer to do in the back end than I thought it would, because apparently I'm not signed in to the website that you normally do this through. Alright, where is it? Donations page? Yes. And let me see. Add a donation. Donor name. Boss room. Donation message. I believe it was something along the lines of butts, if I'm correct. It's making me enter it, so there you go. And I have no idea what currency that was in. Probably in US dollars. I don't have a fucking clue. And save. I did it. You'll be happy to see that at some time, hopefully soonish, that shows up. Already worth it. Well, I'm making it doubly worth it, as long as I know what I'm doing, which I don't guarantee that I do know. At some point, hopefully that recent donator thing down in the bottom will update to show that. Then it will be forever archived. Oh, I guess the chat is already archived. The donation will be forever archived. Yeah, you guys already see the super chat, right? Should have thought of that. But now you'll also be in the wonderful recent donator category. Very exclusive. It's literally only ever been one other person, so it's about as exclusive as it gets. What the fuck? Did I just fall through the floor there? Didn't really look like I was lined up with the... Nope. Nah, I'm not dealing with that. Those pots are the worst thing to ever exist. I just am kind of having fun using the sword now that it's upgraded to do an amount of damage that is significant. That's a nice change. This was a good recommendation, whoever said to do this. These pots no longer kill me continuously, because I can actually like two-hit them without having to get right up on them. A nice monkey emojis. Great way to celebrate the release of the Emoji Movie is by spewing emojis all over the place. Did anyone actually go see that? I would be curious to hear someone's genuine thoughts on it. I plan to personally never see it, or, like, I try not to pirate movies too much anymore. That most things are available to stream, and then I go to a lot of movies in theaters, but I might have to pirate that, because I don't think if I can... I mean, of course I would never pirate anything, never, ever, ever. But if I were to hypothetically ever pirate anything, it would be that movie, because I just can't see myself willingly giving it money. And part of me is rooting against Sony. I kind of want Sony to fail and crumble as a company. Their movie division. I don't have anything against PlayStation. I just want them to fail so that they can sell the Spider-Man rights back to Marvel properly. Oh, do you never talk about the Emoji Movie? Why? It's a cultural phenomenon. It needs to be discussed. Not out in the UK. I went and saw Atomic Blonde last night. That was pretty dope. It's one of the two directors who did John Wick, and from all the trailers, I was like, oh, it's John Wick, but with a girl, with a lady lead. They did a really good job of like separating them. It's like a spy movie instead of like a revenge action thriller. Their fight styles are very different. The cinematography is very different. They're very different movies. So while it's really easy to like just assume it's John Wick but with a lady, which by the way, John Wick, fucking unbelievably good movie. I super enjoy that movie and now series. But yeah, it stood on its own. It might not be quite as good as John Wick, but it's still a sweet movie. And there's one scene in particular that alone is worth seeing the movie for. It's like an insanely long single take scene. I mean, you know, there's a couple cuts in it that they like hide. It would literally be impossible to do in one single massive take, so I know that they didn't. But it is like the most unbelievable fight scene I've maybe ever seen. It's probably better than any individual fight scene in like John Wick. If you guys watch the Daredevil series, it's like better than the fights in Daredevil and stuff. It's fucking unbelievable. It's on like Ong Bak or like the Raid levels. It's so good. So sweet. Until going to town, this will remain hidden. Why is this one highlighted? I don't know what's going on with that. Will destroy items. I don't want you to break anything. What I want is to move on to the next fucking level. I don't want to still be on this level of the dungeon right now, because I know that fucking goop monster is coming for me soon. Coming to claim my soul or whatever shit it is that he does. I don't know. I feel like he's some kind of ghost, so ghosts like souls, right? That's like a thing. That's what ghosts are all about. Hey, this is the one. This is where I get to leave. Let me just quickly grab everything and worry about organizing it another time while I get the fuck out of here. It got even worse ratings than Food Fight? There's a Food Fight movie? I didn't know there was a Food Fight movie. Hadn't heard about it, so it must have gotten really bad reviews. I'm gonna watch that the first day it comes out. It's late, and I need to go, but I don't want to. Don't worry about it, man. I understand. I gotta work early in the morning, too, so I'm, like, not staying up late tonight. Because if I went to bed right now, I would get... Wait, that was bad math. If I went to bed right now, I would get like 7 hours of sleep. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be staying up too late anyways. You won't be missing a ton of this. Well, it's early, not late. Yeah, I guess put the foundry rest at the top instead of the teeth stone. I need both of them though. I need both for that recipe. So let me whip the foundry rests up there. Because I want to do that upgrade that I was looking at before. They are rarer and more useful. Yeah, they definitely are. Both of those statements are true. I just need them for, what was it, the boots, the helmet that I was looking at crafting, that I was just a few things short of getting. So I want to save them. I want to hang on to them for that purpose at least. Man, my inventory really filled up. I guess I have a ton of money. I could do... If things start getting a little too hairy, I'll do the proper run back to town. I'll do the version of it that lets you keep your place in the dungeon too. That's my plan. Is to go around, see if I can find a couple more rare things. I feel like I don't have a ton of rare things in my inventory at the moment. And then once I find some more, then I'll worry about it. I don't even want to fight those pincher guys. Perfect. I was hoping that guy would hit me. Fuck, that's a lot of jellies to be fighting at once. I'll just try and skirt my way around that. I don't want to get surrounded by those. I don't really have a good way of dealing with like a full 360 being surrounded by things. Where am I sticking all this? I can't believe I keep finding spots for all this. Sweet. It's one of those little like teaser things that shows off what the next dungeon in the game will be. I realized someone pointed out in the comments, possibly one of you guys, I think it might have been one of you guys, that it's the developers said it's kind of like a fun way of teasing what's coming up. A gold chest. This one probably actually has good stuff in it. It's a way of teasing what's coming up in the future, like the full game. And wow, okay, I don't know what these books are or anything. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta really think about what I'm gonna be doing here. I'm gonna throw a bunch of like less valuable stuff around just so I can figure some of this out. I don't want that. It's gonna destroy things. This will destroy things. You can just get out of here then. I don't want that. Transform itself into another copy. Perfect. You do that. Oh, it has to be above it, hey? Well then, you can turn a bunch of iron pieces into that. I completely lost track of what I was saying. When placed, item in the affected direction will be sent to town. Oh, cool. Just to my stash in town, I guess. That's neat. This thing that is going to destroy things, you can go to town. How about that? That works out, right? That's like a good way of managing that. You can turn 10 things into yourself because you're dope. You're another one of those things that destroys shit. Get out of here. Why is there so much of that? You can just destroy a bunch of those. Yeah, destroy all of them. I don't give a shit about that. You are going back in the inventory. Inventory. And I think fuck, it's the wrong thing. And I think I'm gonna run to town right now so I can deal with some of this, because I just ended up with like kind of a bunch of good shit. Yep, I'm doing it. I think now's a good time to do it. If you put the destroyed nearby objects item pointing off the edge, do they still destroy anything? Ooh, good question. Probably not. Yeah, blueprints are valuable. I want to make sure I keep all that stuff. If I remember, about 300 to 500 each, but I can't remember exactly. There's also so many different blueprints. There's like blueprints for each enemy type, and they're all worth different things. Like I have the helicopter, the pot, and the golem all there. And one, maybe two of those are 100% new to me that I've like never found before, so that's cool. I only know the value of like one blueprint item. I've never had the book before, and so I'm really curious what that's gonna be worth. Neutral popularity, printed in a strange and beautiful alphabet. That's sweet to suddenly have 11 of them, because I think that might end up being really valuable. So I'm gonna, you know what, to hell with it. I'm gonna throw one up for like 1,000. Give it a try. Yeah, it's a thing that's only meant to stack as 5. I was testing that to make sure I didn't glitch anything out super hard. You can go up for like 800. I've never sold that blueprint. I've never sold any of the blueprints. I guess I've kind of hoarded them a little bit. Well, I have a shitload of these now, so let's stick one of those up for sale. Double check. I've never sold it. You said 300 to 500. I'm gonna throw 500 then, just to give it a whirl. And let me open that shit up. If I remember, the number on it, I don't think matters. The number on which? On the blueprint? On the book? Hey, what did you think of that price? I kind of missed his reaction. He thought it was a bargain. 500, worth more than that. What the fuck is my cat doing at my feet? Messing around, being a weirdo. Need to go. See ya. Thank you for stopping by, man. thank you for sitting it through for like 70 minutes. It's still a long time to hang out. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. That's awesome. So, take her easy. Too expensive. 700 and let's try 6. Fuck, there's someone who's... Oh, it pauses the game when I'm doing this. Thank goodness, because people are like trying to buy things over here. I'm back. My iPad is on life support. That's good. That's good that you got her up and running again. Ah, those blueprints are worth so much, and yet somehow you don't want to buy this lovely book? God damn, these are worth a lot more than I would have guessed. I guess I keep just bringing it down. It's a book. It's a whole book of things. You think people would like it? Probably doesn't help that it's written in a strange language. Ah, there, we finally got some sales on the book. 2 different sales even. So hopefully... No, buy it. There we go. Oh, whoever picks up the thing first is considered first in line. Even if they don't make it to the till first. That's kind of like a little bit of an annoying thing, I would say. So which of these went over better? People liked 400 more, but they still bought it at 500. Let's chuck a bunch of them up at like 20, 23. Get a little bit more out of people. Quick place that, and ooh, I got another one of these again. There's no real reason for me to hang on to that popular item. Yes, please chuck that back up for 2,000 again. Maybe even 21. How does a 21 sound? I'll be greedy. I see no reason not to be greedy about it. You would think a book would sell more than a single piece of paper. That's what I'm thinking too. But maybe people can like, oh, were you talking about the Roman numerals in the blueprint there? Oh, and I think it says in the blueprint, it doesn't matter what number it is, right? Yeah, like when I go to it, it says blueprint 1, 2, all that stuff. Yeah, that's totally what you were getting at. Oh, 21 was 2,000 was the appropriate price, I suppose. I guess people don't want to buy the book because they don't want to buy the book because they can't read it, which I guess I get. Let's chuck that up for sale. I don't have a lot of the other ones, so I don't know if I really want to do that right now. 150 is a good price there. Yeah, I gotta look at which of the blueprints I have duplicates of before I go selling anything. Hey, Link, you already got a Master Sword and a Hyrule Shield, and you're gonna go buy my shitty random dungeon sword and shield? Oh, fuck, I fucked up on the blueprint. I sold that for way too cheap on accident. Shit. Maybe not way too cheap, but definitely too cheap. Yeah, I guess I misjudged. That must have been worth a ton if Link was willing to buy it. It's funny how frequently he shows up. I think it would be a little bit better if he kind of was like a rare now and again, like a fun little like, oh, Link's here. But no, he kind of shows up all the time. Oh, it's a popular item. I could sell that shit for higher. And how about you guys? 100 is a good price for those. I have turned into Super because you're connected to a charger. Sword and Shield is equally as good as the big sword at killing the pots as its AoE damage, not piercing. Oh, interesting. Kind of like the big sword though. The big sword's kind of fun, and I've been investing in upgrading it a little bit, so I'll hang on to it for the time being. It also does more damage. That's true. Are you sure it like it? Let me reread that. It's AoE, not piercing. If the big sword is piercing, wouldn't it be like a big? Because it has its big sweepy arc that it does. I gotta manage all this shit. I got way too much going on here. Quick move everything so I can kind of group together my different blueprints. And let's kind of stick them together so I can keep track of them a little wee bit. You guys all go up in my inventory. I just wanna add some sort of. I just wanna have a system here. It doesn't have to be a great system. It doesn't have to be a permanent system. But I wouldn't mind if it gets a little bit more organized in here. I just want to toss down things that I know. Well, mostly I just want to lump things together. That's more what I'm trying to do here. Trying to get a sense of what I have a lot of. Like, I got a lot of this shit. I got a lot of these tooth things now. This is valuable. That's pretty valuable. Where do I want to stick all this? Having as much of it in one inventory space as possible is really what I would like to strive for. A lot easier to keep an eye on what I actually have if I do it that way. Perfect. And I don't care. All this stuff can just get tossed in here. Don't really care about it. There's a little bit. I got all of this and then plus a handful more slimes. That's kind of a better sense of what I actually own. I can see it at a glance rather than spread across my backpack and my 2 chests in my house there. I meant that the swords are both AoE, so they are both good at killing pots. Oh, and the spear is piercing. That makes more sense. The sword and shield does more damage. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. I feel like this big sword should do just generally more damage than it does. It's really not great for damage overall. I made a lot of money again. I should probably like enchant my spear. Hey there, sorceress. How about you come over here and enchant my spear, please? Someone write that shit down. That's gonna be, once this is no longer live stream, Moonlighter, blah blah blah, there'll be Moonlighter Part 10, Enchant My Spear. There we go. Nailed down an episode title. Yeah, more armor. That's high up on the to-do list. I'll have to go to bed and wait for the morning for that. Yeah, this seems worth it. It's not that expensive. It really doesn't take a lot to get that. What? I can just enchant it again? It would do so much damage if I did that. That does seem kind of great. What are some of these other potions I can get? Ones that just heal you more. Yeah, I'm not concerned about any of that. Different jelly types that I've yet to find. So that's intriguing. Yeah, I feel like more armor is a priority of mine right now. I got improved weapons here recently. Improved defense is next on the line. Man, I've still only ever made it down to the 3rd level of the dungeon. I haven't even made it to the 4th level of the dungeon. I assume there's like a boss down there or something. Like, there's gotta be, right? I was just kind of thinking in my mind. I was like, how much longer can I draw out this series? If I were to complete the dungeon, how much longer can I draw it out just upgrading armor and improving my shit? Probably a while. Then when I really thought about it, I was like, oh, probably a pretty fucking long while. Considering how slowly I've been making my way through it all. I'll go helmet first, I suppose, since I didn't even know there was boots. And a few foundry rests away. Let's see, this guy over here sells them for like a pretty big markup. Maybe he's not selling them right now. He's not really selling anything that I'm interested in. Ah, yes, there they are. Pretty big markup, but you know what? Hey, what are you selling your book for? You bastard, selling it for so much. Fabric he sells for... Oh, they're fabric from golems. That's why they're worth so much. He sells for $6.25, and what is it? He sells for like 1.7. What my sale prices would or should be, something like that. I'm just gonna do it. Sure, I'll spend $1,000 on the foundry rests so that I can get the boots right now at the same time. Then I'll have like a nice like head to toe set of armor. That's pretty exciting. That's something that I've wanted for a while and can get put together all at once here. Fucking A. Get your sweet helmet on. Oh, that looks pretty badass. That's pretty dope actually. I like the looks of that. And that's my high note. That's how capable I am of sustaining a high note. He looks pretty damn badass now, doesn't he? That's awesome. Most of the shops, you seem to be able to scroll down, hence the arrow at the bottom. Oh man, was that even true with like the other guy there? The bottom right arrow thing was like subtle. I hadn't even noticed it until it got pointed out to me there. This guy, oh yeah, you can scroll down on this too. What the hell though? What is he? I have no idea what more I get to see by doing that. Pretty much just looking at the same stuff, so I don't really know what the point of being able to scroll down on that is. Trees for money, I remember someone gave me that tip before too, but isn't it like you get like a buck? And I guess it's not always. Where is it? I just want to double check like if it's worthwhile. 1. I know sometimes it'll drop like 4 coins or whatever, but that's not overly worth it. Considering how many things sell for hundreds and thousands of dollars. Those few bucks from trees, not totally worth it. That's kind of strange. There was something weird going on there with the scrolling. It was just like, it just kept showing the same shit, but like one thing would change. There was definitely like something going wrong there. Did I fucking take a portal out of the dungeon and then just... I hope I didn't fuck that up. It had been a while since I've been down here and I kind of lost track of whether or not I had portaled out of there or not. I don't remember. I hope I didn't just waste a level 2 portal, because that would be really quite depressing. Oh man, upgraded spear 1. I just one-hit a bunch of shit now. This is perfect. This is so great. Oh man, this is gonna really step things up for me. Penny pinching. Like pinching those tree pennies. Yeah, I'm a frugal man. I save every bottle that I come across, pick up every penny I find on the ground. It's a good way to save up if you're trying to go on vacation, save up for this big trip. This specialty fern can take more hits than like the big helicopter guys can. God damn. I feel like such a machine all of a sudden. Here's those 3 foundry rests back. But whatever, I don't even care. I got the big like damage upgrade and armor upgrade and shit. I'm gonna become so much less cautious of a person now, and I'll die way more often. That's how I see this playing out. Because I just know from experience that tends to be how I play games. So I'll do my best to not fuck around too hard. Try using better potions. You know, I haven't really needed them, and now I have a shitload more health. It's like been a little while since also, by the way, welcome to the stream. It's the first time you chimed in. I have no idea if you just arrived or if you've just been lurking for the last little bit, but either way, hello. Yeah, I have been taking less damage lately and have needed potions far less. So it's something to keep in mind, that maybe I should be looking into picking up stronger potions from now on, but right now, not really something I truly need, which is pretty exciting. If you get full enchant, because I only have the 1 and I don't know how far down it goes, you can hit, you can 3-hit Golem's on. I was like, what the fuck's a Golem Sun? Is that some more powerful version of Golem? Like, oh, Golem Sun. Yeah, that makes more sense. You can 3-hit golems on the 2nd floor. Nice. And you can get better potions in the beta. You can't. I don't think you can find better potions in the beta, but maybe you can craft them? Oh, but maybe it required crafting materials that I didn't have access to. Because they use jelly from later dungeons. Yeah. It's cool. I didn't know until the other day. Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of interesting that they even exist in the shop at all, but it must be hard as a developer to filter out everything you want to include in the beta, you know? Like, you know you only want people to have access to the 1 dungeon, and so you look everything over and you're like, alright, well what does that fully entail then? Like, what can and can't they have access to make that work out properly? Boundary rests up to the top, a big sword up to the top. Probably those iron bars too, those are usually worth pretty decent money. I don't manage that very, very often. I'll try to do better about it, but I'm back and on a Mac. You're just flipping around devices like crazy over there. I'm so excited about this higher damage. Oh, shit. I forgot those are kamikaze guys. I was really trying to line up the attack there. Yeah, all this improved health and damage. Took me 9 regular episodes and an hour and a half of streaming, but I finally have a character who doesn't suck, like, a lot. That feels real good. There'll be, for people who skip the stream, like if they miss the live event and they find it daunting to watch like a 2-hour archived thing, then all of a sudden they'll just chime into episode 11, which will be a regular episode, and I'll have all this new equipment, and they'll be like, damn, oh, it's one of these fucking guys. Stab, stab. Oh, come on. From the side doesn't count? I gotta get you straight from the back, I guess? 3 hits. Not too shabby. I can live with that. Oh, shit. Alright. It's been a while since I've had to fight different enemies. Gotta make sure I don't screw this up too bad. Nice. Oh, damn. I'm gonna go, like, enchant this fucking thing as more. Like, upgrade it more, enchant it more. Do whatever I can. I feel like I'm finally gonna start rolling forwards, as in, like, I'll be finding good enough stuff to make more money to upgrade things more, and it kind of seems like it's going to be a positive feedback loop there. I've maybe like broken through a little bit. That's exciting. There's a chance. It's not a guarantee, but there's a chance. Let's try out the theory of this, like, oh god, okay, I gotta plan this out a little bit better. That if this goes to the bottom and it's pointing down, it'll have nothing to destroy, right? So you can keep it? Yeah, I think that works out. I think that's totally how you can do that. How you can fudge that a little bit. And quick move, I should probably head to town soon, but I don't know if I want to use the thing that lets me keep the level 2 portal. I think I do want to do that, because I do want to try and move forward down into the dungeon a little bit more. Because now I feel like I can actually fight things. That's exciting. I want to capitalize on this. Don't you run away with my crystal. I just found that. It's mine. I claimed it. I went through the effort of killing the guy. I should get the crystal. Okay. Let me see. Try to place things where I get the most out of it that I can. Oh, whoops. Back you go. Back you go. And then I should probably teleport to town right away, huh? Removes effect of nearby thing. It's like hardly even worth it. It's not even really worth fucking around with all that. Back to town we go, I say. Oh shit, I keep assuming it just automatically is gonna take me. You can build the portal. Wait a minute. If you build the portal and you get killed and then you get booted out of the dungeon, can you go loop back to where the portal is and take the portal back down like a town portal in like Diablo? Does it stick around? Because if so, I've severely underutilized that as a feature in the game. Is it because it's an apple? Eating the monitor, it's an apple? That makes sense. Mine is an Asus, and I forget what that means. But I'm pretty sure it's not edible. So I personally don't really want to eat my monitor. Right. I forgot where I sold that for 300 and got called out for what a stupid decision that was. Go jack that up. I'll go even a little higher on that. Why not? Gold ruins. I got so many of those. Ooh, and that's based on the worst price. Maybe 300's a good price for them then. Let's try 3,000 and see if they're not popular anymore, so maybe 3,000 will be a good price. I got a lot of these, I think. So, ooh, I can probably sell them for 3,000 as well, since they're also listed as popular. I'm trying to rake in the dough, guys. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Realistically, he just bought a pair of shoes, but there's other expensive hobbies and stuff that he'd like to support. Some bad habits that require lots of monies. Remember that you have a portal this time. Are you confirming for me that I fucked that up last time? that I definitely could have portaled my way back down there. Shit. Alright, I've definitely got to make sure I have it this time, because I think I fucked that up. I was worried that I did. Confirmation that I, in fact, did. That's a bummer. It's no longer popular. 300's not gonna... 150's not a good price. I want like 250. 240 for the two of them? How does that sound for you, patrons of my shop? Let me see if you're willing to buy these wares. No dice on the sword? Is the sword currently riding at like unpopular? It's popular. It's popular. I guess it's not that strong. I probably wouldn't want to spend too much on it either, considering how it's like generally not a very strong item. Make sure. Yep, I'm happy with selling it for 80. Damn it! I forgot to change the pot to a price that's better. I really wish it wouldn't auto set it to like where you get ripped off, or if it indicated somewhere on the screen. There's a lot. You must be able to add more table space in like beyond the beta here, but I kind of dislike the fact that there's nothing indicating like that it takes the extra effort to go double check and be like, is that a good price? Oh, 300 is a good price. Oh, but I could be getting away with more because it's currently popular. I guess that's on me. I'm complaining about something that's totally within my control, so I shouldn't be complaining at all. And he made the lamps too cheap accidentally. Always. There's too many things to keep an eye on. What the fuck kind of like twirled? Link just did like a 720 over to the checkout line there. He's showing off a little bit. I don't know if it's worth selling like all of this, you know? The shop's still open. The day is young. I might as well try and make some more money on this. What's up with the books? People not into the books? You don't want to buy it? 400 a piece. Oh, so like 2,000. You guys would buy it at 2,000 then probably, right? And did I have anything in my big chest full of stuff that I would be willing to sell, willing to part with? Not sure how much of that is just strictly for selling and how much of it is useful in crafting. I don't think those lamps or anything are crafting materials, but I don't want to... Fuck off. Buy my sword. I don't want to sell them all. I'm further in the dungeon these days. I can sell more things. Probably. Let's do it. Let's go sell some goodies. And this time I'll sell it for a price that's good. 300. People are kind of over it, huh? How about 250 a pop? 125. Is that gonna fly with you guys? That's where I'm gonna put that at. Try 1,500 on the sword. Fuck. It's popular, right? So I kind of don't want to like. I want to try and get it for the good price. Still like, I guess I'll buy it price. That's what I'm mostly aiming for. There's another person, fucking Brienne of Tarth or whoever that is, doing a 360 outside of the out to the checkout line there too. I don't know what's up with that weird little thing that's going on there. Ooh, I need to blow my nose worse than anything, and I'm trying so desperately to not like constantly be sniffing and snorting and being all disgusting, but oh man, it's driving me crazy. So once this shop closes for the night, I gotta go deal with that. Come on everyone. You're breaking my balls. I don't know, I'm making up a number. I just don't want to sell it for 1,300 because I hate the number 13 so much. Saw someone else's. I think that was a fair price for the sword. Well, guess they're better salesmen than I am. I can't sell it at all. I suck at it. I have to blow my nose so bad. I'll be back very soon. Hopefully that's better. That feels better. Hopefully it doesn't come back, sneak up on me again in a minute. Maybe it was 1200. Well, now he tells me. Let's see. What? Oh, they even came and looked at it at 1200 and they still weren't into it. Get out of here. Get out of here, everyone. 1150. That's going to be the price for that, I guess. And golem cores. Always have so many of those. Always getting rid of those. Let me just go ahead and dump everything while I'm at it. I'm gonna go look and see if I could get a quick enchant. I think I want to enchant the spear again. Jack that damage way the hell up, because for some reason it seems to benefit the most from enchantments and upgrades. Like, this gains 5. This gains 10 for, like, everything you do to it. So I might as well just keep doing that, right? What if I did it again? What if I did it again? What if I did it again? What if I just keep doing it? Alright, there's the max. The max has been hit. That's a lot of money to sink down that hole. But it's also going to be the best damn spear in the land. Alright, up to my portal I go. I'm not going to forget it this time. I realize it's been like an hour and 40 minutes. But every time I've seen your name in this section, I see the icon and I see the name and I'm like, that's a whole bunch of letters and numbers and stuff, and it's really hard to read on the fly while I'm trying to do other things. I hadn't been like paying very close attention to it. That's the first time I stopped and actually read, why you have to be mad. I just realized that's what it was. That's so fucking funny. I can't believe it's extra funny to me because I can't believe it's been this long and I somehow didn't realize until just now that it's why you have to be mad. I can't believe I didn't realize that the whole time. Eat that spear. Eat that sandwich. The world's best game to ever be made. Oh fuck, I thought that was... The portal sticks around? Why am I not using the portals so much more often? You can endlessly come and go from them? It's not a one-time use? What the fuck? How did I not know this? This dungeon appears unlike anything I've seen before. It seems to be dual. It looks organized and chaotic. I think I've read this before. Eat that sandwich. If you've never played, you have a sandwich, and like, you know, you go get like a foot-long meatball sub at Subway or some shit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of sandwich it is. You can play Eat That Sandwich with any sandwich. Oh, no, I want that. Nice. And then it works out better if 2 people have the same sandwich, because then you can do it more competitively. Then you say, I bet you can eat that sandwich in 5 bites. And they say, well, I guess you're kind of making your own bet. You're saying, like, I bet I can eat that sandwich in 5 bites. And they say, I bet I can eat that sandwich in 4 bites. And then you say, I bet I can eat that sandwich in 3 bites. And then you end it where you feel comfortable with. When you've successfully brought it low enough that the other person thinks that's the least number of bites they can eat that sandwich in, then they yell, "Eat that sandwich!" And then you guys both sit down and eat your sandwiches and see who can get closer to the agreed upon maximum number of bites. So if you said, I bet I can eat it in 3 bites, and you say, eat that sandwich, then you guys have to both try and eat it in 3 bites or less, but 3 bites is now the goal. And it's a very disgusting game. You're basically just smashing bread into your face, but I honestly think I've only ever played it like once, but there was these guys who I was living with who it was their favorite thing to do, and they would play that shit all the time. Facepalm over the it's only game. Facepalm from not realizing the username, or not realizing I can reuse those portals over and over again. Because yes, I'm definitely facepalming my shit myself over that. Fuck you, walking, moving pot, motherfucking son of a bitch. Ooh, I hate those. And then it goes on for eternity. No, you can't eat that sandwich in 1 bite or 0 bites. It has to end somewhere. It has to have a reasonable conclusion. The last time I encountered one of these things, he was not throwing anywhere near this many things at me. Oh, maybe he stops when you get extra close to him. Yeah, he seems to only do it when you're really at a distance. So you gotta get him to face ya. Get him to face ya. Fuck you, man. I need you to face a different direction so I can actually get in behind you. There we go. There, he just kind of stops when you get close to him. That's a little bit weird. The portals. Yeah. Those are... that opens up a whole lot of new opportunities to me there. I already knew I probably underutilized the portals. Turns out it's something I've very, like, viciously, aggressively underutilized. Big sword, that isn't that good against moving pots. It seems that way. Fucking, just when I finally had a way of dealing with pots, now all of a sudden I gotta deal with moving pots. I mean, I've fought them before, so I knew they existed, but I was hoping since the big sword worked against one type, it would work against both types, and it just had to go and prove me wrong. Man, that spear does good damage now. 85, and then now and again you get that 170 critical. That feels good. Does anyone know if the goop guy chasing after you, if that resets when you take the portal in and out, or if he was like a minute away from coming and I went to town and back, is he still just going to be like a minute away from coming? Did you guys see that clever move, getting rid of the shitty thing that item had? I'm a genius. Okay. Fuck you guys. Oh, come on. Come the fuck on with that. Oh, that's the most frustrating thing. I fucking hate this enemy. There. Now at least I get to go on to level 3. Do you know what? I might as well go back to the fountain. Take a quick sponge bath in there first before I move on. I figured out what you were saying. I don't know what to call you, because I feel like I just have to hope that you know I'm referring to you. I don't know if I call you Is Only Game or Have to Be Mad. I don't remember the name of the hockey player, or else I would refer to you as that. It resets when you take the portal. That's good. So that's kind of a way to scam the goop monster and like keep it away from you. That son of a bitch. Dungeon 3. Making good progress here. This is a good set of dungeon romping. Got a nice golden chest to cruise through, to rummage through, like a good old pirate. Search for some booty. Oh fuck, this guy does a lot more damage down here. And my dodgings were not timed properly, so he got a few hits off on me. Oh right. For some reason I just went to go rummaging through that. I don't know what's up with that, but sometimes when I switch items, I flash red as if I took damage. Doesn't happen every time. Another weird random ass glitch. It's gonna take a lot of chops to get through this guy. He's one of the special ones. I made a jelly. Did you like an add water, stick in the fridge like jelly? You made like packaged jelly? Or jello is the word that I wanted. Remove effect. This transform into another. That's those things are worth so much, so I definitely want that to duplicate itself a whole bunch. This sends something home and transform other things into itself again. I'm still kind of getting used to the pictures there. I realize I've looked at them a lot at this point, but I'm still kind of getting used to it. I guess I'll get 7 of those at least. And the rest of this stuff, I don't know, the send it home. How about just randomly send that guy home? And there's no bad effects right now that I need removed, so I'm not too worried about it. If they're moving, use spear. You can keep the golems at bay just by constantly stabbing them. I feel like my rolling strategy was something I was doing back when I was still using the sword and the shield, but I keep kind of still doing it. Keep the rune tools. Yeah, they're the best. They are worth so much, and they're good for crafting. Not at all. So what did you bake then? What is jelly? I really hope it's not slang for some other kind of sticky, goopy substance that you could possibly have made. Whoops. Had the big sword out. Fuck off. Alright, alright. Run to the other side of the dungeon so that things aren't ganged up on you like that. I was trying to have everything lined up in such a way that I could keep them at bay a little bit better. Fuck off, little tiny sneaky jellies. Sneaking past my defenses there. Ugh. World's itchiest nose. First it needed blowing, now it just needed to be scratched really badly. Yeah, I got that out of the way. Now I got more iron bars, so that I can get 10 books now instead. Man, I would really love it to make it down to the 4th level of the dungeon. I'm a little bit scared about what might possibly be down there, seeing as I've never reached there before. Cautiously optimistic about what I might find. It'd be cool to find some new crafting materials and stuff like that. Things that might sell for a little bit more. What the shit? Oh man. Okay, whatever is up with this chest. Is it cursed? Is it just gonna have cool shit? Is it gonna have a bunch of magic shit in it? Holy shit. Okay. That was a lot of damage taken really close together there. I got a little overly excited. I think I got more potions in my inventory. I really hope that I do. I should... Oh, I can't access my inventory right now. That's something to keep in mind, is I can't equip more potions if I run out of potions. So I should definitely make sure I have 5 in the potion slot, like in between different levels. I gotta catch up on here. It's an emoji, a jelly emoji. Gotta go. Hey, thanks for sticking around, Paul. Good to see you, buddy. We'll talk more later. Best chest in the game so far? Oh, you mean from what I've personally encountered, or you mean like based on what this game is, all like what it exists in the game? Jesus shit, what the fuck? That was cool. Hey, Fenrir, it's going pretty swell, but I just opened up a fucking sweet chest full of goodies. And so I gotta rummage through things and see what all I got in here. Let's just get rid of okay, I gotta think through some of this right now, because I got a bunch of good stuff all of a sudden. And move around a bunch of stuff that I'm not overly concerned with, and then I can worry about placing this stuff. Item will be destroyed after some hits. Oh, but I had something that was like send it straight to town, right? Yes. So I'm gonna send that straight to town then. I feel like that will be the best way. Then it won't get destroyed. I think that's the smartest way to take care of that. This, the more things I can turn into that, the better, because blueprints are worth so much money. So allow me to just, oh, fuck, I keep messing this up. I am gonna lose my mind if I do that one more time. Change yourself into a bunch of things. And what's something that I have a decent amount of? Jellies. I can turn these jellies into... Wait, oh, you're pointing upwards? Okay. Swap those two out then. And you change jellies based on what's in the game so far. Okay, that is good to know. Thank you for that tip. I think I'll swap that out. I find so many golem cores as is. Keeping that. Bam. Ba-boom. And nowhere to stick that. I think that's probably a good place to run to town then. That's I got a very precarious situation, a balance of goodies going on there. I'm a little bit scared of the big goop man showing up, so I gotta scoot to town and deal with some of that. That's a pretty fucking sweet haul, right? Like that's some good shit to make off with. Seeing it all turn into like a million different blueprints and stuff worth so much money. God damn, 118 monsters killed looks insane. And having that cool purple chest, that purple chest is fucking sweet. My keyboard glitched. I don't know if I believe you. Looks an awful lot like maybe just a little bit of hammering away with the fingers there. And Fenrir, you kind of jumped in right when I was like, just kind of doing like the slow part of the game of like inventory management. Sorry you popped in at a relatively boring part of the game there. Gotta stay hydrated. Long loading screen here. What's up with that? I know what's happened before. I'm not concerned yet. Fingers crossed that something didn't like glitch out on me, because I finally just found some dope shit. I would hate to have lost that. Come on. Oh, this is worrying. This is worrisome. By the way, if you make it to the boss, I saw YouTuber's game crash when he tried to get through the boss door. That's a little bit worrisome. I actually, like, 2 hours is kind of the nice comfort zone I was aiming for this stream, because I do have to wake up so early for work. I'm on, like, a really nice roll here, so I don't really want to throw that away. He lost all the progress in the dungeon. That does suck. That sucks. There's only the 4 levels, and I'm getting pretty good gear now. I can kind of, like, move through things at a better clip. Fuck, I hope this isn't crashed. Oh, it crashed. It did crash. At least it says not responding. I don't want to close out of it like right this second, just in case it comes back. But it definitely says not responding at the top there, so I'm a little bit. It might not come back. Let me just. I might have just lost a lot of good shit there. I mean, I'm not too worried about it, because it's not like I'm never going to play this game again. Definitely going to be coming back to it. Let me just kind of click around here and see. Hopefully it comes back. Come back to me, game. Come back to me. When you run out of the room in your bag, you can drag the extra in the mirror for gold. Oh, you're right. I always forget to do that. I should probably be doing that, because there was could have raked in a couple $100 there with some of that stuff. Rest in peace, game. Devastating. I'd be outraged. I don't know, man. I would be outraged. But I didn't find anything that I hadn't found before. It was all items that it was just kind of duplicates of items I've already found. It was like a lot of money worth of items. That kind of sucks. But hey, look at it this way. Let me put like an optimistic spin on it here. Is that's a bit of a setback for me, which long term will mean more episodes of Moonlighter. Hey, just saying. if I'm that much further from working towards real progress, further away from working towards real progress in the game, then that just means I'm gonna have to put more time into the game, right? So I'm pretty bummed about it. I'm putting on a brave face, because that does suck. It sucks. Not gonna lie, but hey, it's not a lot I can do about it. That's what you get when you play a beta game. I'm amazed that's actually literally the first time it's ever crashed. I think it's a lost cause. I think I need to close her. Yeah, she's not coming back. That's toast, unfortunately. Wow, maybe all of Steam crashed, because Steam went down as well. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But 5-6 hours in the game, 1 crash for a game in beta. I think that's pretty good. It's pretty good numbers. He's gonna rage quit just like I rage quit Bot Colony. Bot Colony was different. That game fucking pushed my buttons. Can you do a live Q&A? That's something I want to do at some point, definitely. Probably not tonight, because I was actually I was thinking of running one more day cycle of the shop and shutting her down anyways, because I really do have to be getting ready for work in the morning. So probably not tonight. At some point, I feel like it would be really fun as some sort of subscriber milestone and warn people about it. Kind of the live stream itself is basically a live Q&A. I'm answering questions all along, but to have something formally set aside where I tell people hey, on this date, prepare a question or two, because I'll sit down and do that. Also, Jonachrome, if anyone ever follows his stuff, he made Riddle School and the Flumpties series. Look at this. Look, I can fuck around with things. It feels weird being just stuck in the corner while I'm talking to you guys. he did like a really well thought out Q&A where he gave people the chance to ask the questions, and then he lumped together similar questions so you could move through things. It wasn't live. I might do something like that instead too. I don't know. I've thought about it briefly, haven't given it a ton of thought. I don't think you'll find anything new until the full game comes out. And genius, occasionally forget to save the game. Yeah, that's the best way to stretch things out. Well, I imagine there'll probably be a solid couple episodes before I finally actually beat the boss. So there we go. Stretch it out till then, and then we can wait on the full game. Toast, making me hungry. You might have to re-enchant your spear. Fuck! Oh, I'm trying to be so optimistic about it. Does that not last? Oh no, but I hadn't slept, so I hadn't saved. That sucks. It's really pretty cheap. It's $6,000 to go to a fully enchanted weapon, and maybe this time I would wait. I would enchant it like once, upgrade it to a better spear, and then enchant it more. I don't know. We'll see. I got time to figure that out. Do you have Twitter? Yes. That's actually where I do talk about live streams. So you can, since I got the chat window open here for you guys. Sorry, I got to look around my microphone, so I probably look like a dumbass. Yeah, that's the Twitter there. And I, like, for this one, for example, I had set it up almost like 2 days in advance. And then I kind of give a reminder like 24 hours, 8 hours, 2 hours, 10 minutes sort of thing. So I try to keep people posted. I used to do really impromptu streams, like I just did it on a whim. And I haven't done those in quite a while because I found that it's a better turnout and people are more appreciative with like announcing it in advance. So I do try to make sure I plan them ahead of time now. Favorite sport to play would be... Oh, I had a different answer for this. All of a sudden I hesitated because I used to have a different answer for this. I used to really love playing Ultimate Frisbee. Lately my favorite to play is slow pitch. And my favorite to watch is probably baseball. So I think generally baseball is my favorite sport. Yeah, all that stuff's on the Twitter. Sorry to remind you about the spear enchantment. More episodes. That's the positive spin that we can put on things, I guess. There's that at least. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna be shutting things down in that case. Thank you guys all for sticking around. It's awesome. It's good having everyone here. Pretty good turnout. Very, very happy with that. So thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know if I'll be streaming more of this game anytime soon. It's not really in the cards, not the plan per se. I'll just do more regular episodes on it. But I got other plans for streaming that I'm sure I'll get to at some point or another. So yeah, Twitter is the place to check that out. But I also try to do them as the events on YouTube so people are warned in advance of it. Favorite Generation 1 Pokemon? We'll save that for the Q&A, because that's the sort of shit that I need to think on. It's way too heavy of a question. You can't just spring that on someone and expect them to have a ready response and not have to think about it for like 20 minutes. It's a loaded question. Have a nice night, everyone. I appreciate you guys all saying it individually to me and to each other, but there's like quite a few of you. I'm sorry, I'm not going to roll through it individual things while also trying to keep up with the chat. It's too much. You guys have a good night too. I try to do my best to remember people. There's a few people who like to change up their icons and names and stuff. That makes things a little bit tricky, but I'm sure if you show up in another stream with a new name and you say I was the why you have to be mad guy, I'll probably remember that. Yeah, I'll try to keep you guys posted on upcoming streams and stuff. So I will see you all later. Actually, before I sign off, I have a quick question for you while I have you all here. Outside of Moonlighter, like besides Moonlighter, is there anything on the channel that you've been enjoying lately? Just curiosity. And you can go back like several weeks or something that maybe had like an episode or two and didn't get carried on. anything like that. Josh A, hasn't your icon been Hollow Knight for like quite a while at this point? I have no idea. I'm not sure I have that in my mind. Yeah, well, we just got all kinds of stuff going on the channel right now, and I just get curious. Like, I know I all I see is a view number, right? So a lot of the times I don't know who is watching. So sometimes I get curious, just who enjoys which. Any streams, the bot colony. I guess I better just do a whole 500 part series on bot colony then. Become a bot colony channel. Dream Daddy, that was a lot of fun to record. That one's been fun to do, and we recorded something like 3 hours of it the day that we did it, and didn't like finish the game or anything. So we're gonna have to come back and do more of it. But that one's fun. Next episode of that's gonna be going up tomorrow, actually. So you can look forward to that. Sorry, picking at a piece of lint here. Yes, that one will be sticking around. Dark Side Detective. I just put up the first episode of that a day or two ago. We'll be putting up another of that one soon. That was a funny game, fun to record. Enjoying that one. Yeah, just curious. Thought I'd run it by you quickly before I signed off 100%. So thanks for sticking around, guys. Especially to pretty much all of you who stuck around for like the entirety of everything. You guys are maniacs. Because sometimes I frame that in my head that you just sat down and watched like a pretty fair length movie, like a blockbuster length movie of a dude sitting in a chair, sweating really hard in a hot room playing a video game. That's pretty cool. So thanks for being a part of it. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic night, great week, great summer, all of it. So take it easy, guys.